Yes to you, yes to me, and yes to everybody else in Korea, my friend. It was New York, New York. It was Sunday best performance from Helen Obiri and the Kenyan sweeping marathon in New York. The results are out and they are splashing as headlines in New York and beyond. JKA is expecting winners. One, two, three, Kenya, my friend, led by the matriarch Helen Obiri, Colorado based, Kenyan origin, two-time world champion in 5,000. What else can she do? She can win. This is her third win in the marathon. Take that to the bank. And a medalist from the world championship. Was it? No. Olympics. Take it back. This is a well tested marathon runner by now. She's mastered the game. She knows how to win. There were many of them. There were, let's put it this way, there were about 6 women going for it at a certain point. At about 20K, the time is about 67 going into the halfway point. No, halfway point was 71. And yes, the leading group was very exciting to watch that. You could not shake them off. Nobody was giving space. Nobody was succumbing to anything that was hidden. Everybody was keeping what we call marathon card up the sleeve, up the soul. Everybody was. And still, we got to a certain point whereby things started to happen. And when things start to happen, when things started to unfold and unravel, there was a shakeup. And the first to drop was Stefana's son, the Dutch. She is the first to succumb to the circumstances of marathon. Vivian Cheriot fell victim to the matriarch from Elgeyo Marakwet. She's been around. Gold medalist Brazil can't help but give her love. She was in this one too. She wanted it to. She wanted it by all means necessary. But yes, it wasn't to be because Helen Obiri, with 3 miles to go, she tells everybody, "See you later. I'll see you at the podium if you can make the 2 and the 3." And the 2 and the 3 seems to have heard the calling. It was Sharon Lokedi and Sheila Chepkurui. The Kenyan flag was to be hoisted in New York as the women, led by Helen Obiri, swept it for the Kenyans. Yes, smashed the course record and our personal best. And this is our third win in marathon. What about that? Huh? Let's give a laugh. Let's give applause to Helen Obiri. Respect this career by this point. I think she has a lot to give yet because she's becoming smarter racer and a smarter trainer. I think relocating to Colorado was a big deal for her. She's closer to where things happen. New York, Boston. She wasn't in Chicago, but she can go anywhere else. This was a Kenyan affair. No Ethiopians here, my friend. I think Amsterdam was their place. They seems to have had their day in Amsterdam. But here it was a Kenyan affair on the women. Here comes the man, and it's a replica. It's a duplication of win and sweep. Man did it. Eliud Kipchoge comes 17th. He's still the talk of the town. He's a legend. He's a goat. He's done it all. He's having a lap of honor or a race of honor. I think this could be his last marathon. He keeps hinting to that. He spoke about it before the race. It could be done, but he's still here. I thought the Olympics was his last say in the marathon. He went to Australia. He was in London. And he's still top 10 in London. He comes here, he's top 20. Kenenisa Bekele, the Ethiopian. Voila! These guys, man, how long? I guess as long as you're breathing and able to train and able to make money. Because these guys, they get paid to show up. Well, it wasn't the day for Kenenisa Bekele or Eliud Kipchoge. It was the day of Benson Kipruto ahead of the surging Mutiso. Mutiso who? Alexander Mutiso. This guy, man, this Kamba Express was about to ambush Kipruto on the finish line. The Kenyan had to spread his wings. Listen, if you watch marathon lately, did you remember that Simbu guy Alfonso from Tanzania in the World Championship? Him surging and beating the German on the finish line. Is that the new way we're gonna be watching marathons, leaning into the tape? Wow, that's how competitive and deep marathon is. 100 meters, people are just running away with it. 400, who cares? 10K, who cares? Even 10K is becoming very competitive. You remember the guy Gracia from France who had to beat this guy, was it Yomif Kechelcha in the finish line? Is all becoming very distance event is a must watch. You never know. There's no separation until the tape. That's how close it was today in New York. It was 1-2-3 with Albert Korir taking third place. The Brit Patrick Deva. Top American here was Joel Raucho and Charles Hicks. And top 10 there was wrapped up by Joey Kletcher. Americans, they showed up. Is their tough? Is their backyard? They ran well. And that is a 209 for them. And winning time was 2:08. There's a story here. I'm going to just dive in and just let you think about it. There's a young guy I've been watching his youth. I think he's on Facebook, he's on TikTok. I was introduced to this character. He's a Kenyan. I think he's based here in US. He was trying to make debut marathon. His name is Hilary Bor. I've been watching his things. I think he's been training, capturing himself, sharing his training. There's a car following him, maybe a drone. I have no idea. I was introduced to him by a friend. His debut here proven a debut of naivete, because I'm reading something here. He catches people's eye because he went Tanaka, the Japanese way of, you know what, let me run these people out of their feet. He pays the ultimate price. Hilary Bor pays the ultimate price when it comes to doing marathon. On your debut, hold back, because with 75 minutes into the clock, 75 minutes into the clock, that's almost like a halfway mark. The marathon debut and former steeplechase Hilary Bor injected a burst of pace, surging clear of the field. His solo effort did not last long, but it served at its purpose, stringing out the pack and setting the stage for the decisive move to come. That's all the headlines he got. Hilary Bor is said to have made that I call Tanaka Japanese move front running stuff, where you think you're going to run people out of their feet. His experience, preparation, and mental fortitude, Hilary Bor has to go back the drawing board. He's been training well, don't get me wrong. He's been sharing his training program, not really, but his snippets, snapshot of what he's been doing, and I've been checking him out. Here, it didn't work for him. He learned his lesson, I hope, and come back better runner and more prepared on how to inject the pace at the right time. That was it for my friend. The fallouts, the legends, the matriarchs, the Vivian Chirioto of this world, Stefana San, Eliud Kipchoge, Kenesa Bekele. But today is all about Helen Obiri and the winner, Benson Kipruto from Kenya. And the sweeping continues. But I'll give you a caveat and a cautionary tale for Kenyans. We can win, we can sweep, but we can do it clean too, without that stuff that sometimes some of these athletes are busted or caught with. Ruth Chepngetich has ran me the wrong way. While I was celebrating, she knew she was cheating. Let's keep it clean, Kenyans. We deserve better. We can always redeem the face and the reputation of a country by sweeping it and doing it with a clean broom on Halloween. Trick or treat. Talk to you later, my friend.